guys, so I'm back again with another video, and as I've stressed many times before, lie angle in your wedges is very important, and I believe that they should be flatter than your irons. And the reason is, the shots you hit around the greens, you're really manipulating the handle, you're manipulating the club face a lot more than you would on a full shot. And this is strictly talking about those clubs that you really don't take a lot of full shots with, either your high lofted sandwich like a 58 or your lob wedge. And the reason for this is, when you're hitting short game shots, even when you have the ball a lot further up in your stance, you have the club generally pointed towards your belly button. So when I have the club pointed toward my belly button, I have the club face open, pointed towards my intended target. If I want to execute that shot, I want to see the ball go high, and I want to see the golf ball land soft. I don't want to see it go left. I want to get as much loft on it as possible. And you can do that a lot easier when you have a flatter lie angle in those golf clubs, because now, even when I open it, my club face is aimed towards the intended target, and the club and the handle are pointed where I want it to be to execute that shot properly. Now, when you have a club that is more upright or too upright, you can hit the same shot, but a lot of times what you're going to have to do is manipulate the handle, which when it comes to club fitting, we want to fit the clubs to you. We don't want you to have to manipulate to hit a certain shot. So when you do have a club that's too upright, and I have two different wedges to demonstrate this, they're exactly the same spec, except for one has a 60-degree lie angle and one has a 66-degree lie angle. 60-degree lob wedges, pretty much other than that, they're standard. And we're gonna see on this really short shot, it's about 25 feet, the difference in where it ends up when I'm trying to execute the same shot using the same technique. So the first one I have is my 60-degree. I'm gonna try and hit that same shot, club pointed towards my belly button, and just try and hit a high lob pitch. And this is not typically the shot you're gonna hit when you're in this scenario around the green, but it's a good way to demonstrate and show you an intended target and where the ball is gonna end up. So there it is, basically right towards my target without having to manipulate the shot that I would normally hit. This is my personal lob wedge, so I'm really used to hitting this club, and that was basically the exact shot I wanted to execute. Now, if I use the club that is way too upright for me, and like I said, I can hit the same shot, but I'm gonna have to manipulate my hands a lot more to get that club face and to get that initial launch, which is a parameter we can control as club fitters when you're making golf swings, to go where I want it to. But I'm not going to manipulate. I'm going to try and hit the exact same shot I hit using the technique I used with that wedge before. Now, it did end closer to the hole, but if you saw the launch, because my whole goal was just giving you a target line, it went left. It went left immediately. And that's not what you want to see. That's not what I wanted to see when I hit this shot. And it's a simple way, even on a very short pitch shot, you can see how that launch direction changed while making basically the exact same golf swing. And this is why lie angle in your wedges is so important, because the more loft on a golf club, the more the lie angle is going to affect that initial launch. And I really like talking about these kind of things and explain them. It's great that I'm actually able to be out on the golf course and explain these to you today. And if you have any more questions like this or about club fitting or club fitting, just ask, and I'm more than happy to answer them. Thanks so much for watching.